Hello children, welcome to the YouTube channel of Velkin National School, Vasai East. This is Mrs. Mamata Biju, your subject teacher of SST. Today I will be teaching for standard 6th Geography, chapter number 7, Rocks and Rocks type. Now you have seen many kinds of rocks. Wherever you are roaming, you are going for outing, you can see many kinds of rocks, mountains. So they have given these pictures. Just take a look. Observe the pictures in the figure 7.1 and answer the following question. What is the hill in A made up of? Now this is A, this is the hills. Okay, it's made up of all different kinds of rocks mixed. Then what is being done in B? Now as you all know, this one. Then what do you see in C? This is all different kinds of rocks. Is there any relationship between the three things shown above? Yes. For what purpose do we use the things shown in A and C? Do it yourself. From the hills, riverbeds, or the land in your vicinity, collect rock specimens of different types, shapes, colors, etc. Observe the rock specimen and note down the following. Now, wherever you are roaming or in your garden, if you see any different kinds of rocks, different kind of shapes of the rocks, or color if it is different, you can collect that. And they have given what? Observe the rock specimen and note down the following. Now place where the rocks was found, note down that. Then after that, what is the color of the rock? Then spots on the rock and their colors. See the weight of the rock, estimate, give it high or light, heavy or light. Then how much is hard that rock? Is it brittle, medium, hard? Then structure of rock, what is the shape of that rock? Uniform, grains, layers or hollowness. Then porosity of the rocks, is it porous or non-porous, means a lot of holes are there in it or not. So this all you can write it down if you see any different kinds of rocks. We have seen last year that the earth's crust is hard. It is made up of rocks and soil. Rocks are found on land surface and also below it. Rocks are a mixture of different minerals formed by natural processes in lithosphere. Now the properties of the rocks depends on the constituent minerals and their proportion as well as on the formation process. Silica, aluminum, magnesium and iron are the major rock forming minerals. There are other minerals too in different rocks. Now types of rocks are, there are three types of rocks according to their formation process: igneous rocks, primary rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. Now over here they have explained in this paragraph that as we all know and studied about the earth's crust in the detail. Now it is made up of rocks and soil. Now a rock is any naturally occurring solid mass or aggregate of minerals or mineraloid matter. Now it is categorized by the minerals, included its chemical composition and the way in which it is formed. Rocks are formed on large surface and also below it. It is the mixture of different minerals that are found by natural processes in the lithosphere. Now the major rocks forming minerals are silica, aluminum, magnesium and silica, then aluminum, then magnesium and iron. Now many more minerals are also found. There are many types of rocks. So there are, which is mentioned just now I have read, there are three types of rocks, that is igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. So let us go in detail and read it what kind of these rocks are. Igneous rocks. When the molten material known as magma within the crust and lava on the surface cools down, it solidifies, giving rise to rocks. These are known as igneous rocks. As these rocks are formed out of the material from the interior of the earth, these are also referred to as primary rocks. Mostly these rocks appears hard and homogeneous. These are heavy as well. We do not get fossils in these rocks. The Maharashtra Plateau and the Sahyadris are formed out of igneous rocks. Basalt is a major example of igneous rocks. See figure 7.5. That is on next page. Most of the Maharashtra have lakes or elephant yards. Actually, these are old quarry sites. Rocks was extracted from these sites and used for the construction of the fort and other buildings. In the pits and dugouts left behind after rock extraction, water was allowed to accumulate, and these lakes, tanks, etc. were created. Now they have given the figure 7.3 reservoir on a fort. In this paragraph, igneous rocks paragraph, they have explained that when the magma within the crust and lava on the surface that cools down, when it becomes solid, it gives rise to the rocks. So these are known as igneous rocks. It is also said primary rock. It is also said primary rocks because these rocks are formed from the interior of the earth and it is hard and similar kind, and these are heavy. Now it is also said as magmatic rock, and in this rock fossils are not found. Fossils means what? The remains or the impression of the prehistoric plants or animals embedded in rocks and presented in petrified form. One of the famous igneous rock are in the Maharashtra Plateau and Sahyadri Plateau. Now basalt is the major example of igneous rock. Hill forts in Maharashtra have lakes or elephant yards. Now these rocks are extracted from these sites and it is used for constructing of forts and other building. Now this is the pumic stone. Pumic is an example of igneous rock. Okay, this is formed out of volcanic froth. It is a porous, can you see the porous rocks? As its density is quite low, it can float on water. So the density is very low, it can float on water, and this is an example of the igneous rock. This is called as pumice. Okay. Due to the sedimentary rocks, due to the continuous variation in the temperature, rocks develop cracks. Similarly, the water percolating through rocks dissolves the soluble minerals. This leads to the weathering of rocks. They get disintegrated or decomposed, that is, they get reduced to pieces. These rocks particles get transported by river, glaciers, wind, etc. towards low-lying area and are deposited there. One after the other, layers of sediments get deposited in this way. The upper layer exert heavy pressure on the lower layer. This leads to the compaction of materials and development of sedimentary rocks. One can easily see layers in the sedimentary rocks. While layers are getting deposited, the remains of dead animals or plants get buried in these layers at times. Therefore, one may find fossils in sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are generally brittle and lightweight. Most of them are porous. Sandstones, limestones, shale, corals, etc. are sedimentary rocks. One may find coal seams in sedimentary rocks. Now, in sedimentary rocks, they have explained that these are the types of rocks that are formed by the accumulation or deposition of minerals or organic particle at the earth's surface. Now, when there is a continuous variation in the temperature, rocks develop cracks, and when the water percolate through rocks and get dissolved, the soluble minerals which lead to weakening of rocks, and then it get decomposed and it get reduced to the pieces. Now, these particles get transported by river, glaciers, wind, etc. Now, these rocks are found easily, and the remains of dead animals and plants get buried in this layer. Now, one can find fossils in the sedimentary rocks. It is brittle and lightweight, and it is porous. Now, sandstones, then limestones, then shale, then corals are all the examples of the sedimentary rocks. Now, over here they have given the one second. Yes, they have given this fossils. Now, what they are saying is fossils. The buried remains of dead animals or plants one second. The buried remains of dead animals or plants become subject to heavy pressure. As a result, their impressions get marked in the rocks. Now, what they are saying that whichever the dead animals or the plants is been dead with the heavy pressure, their impressions means their body marks are get trapped, and it is get stapled in the rocks. Now, at times the buried animals or plants get petrified, and these are called fossils. So, the study of fossils provide information about the life in that period. Now, this is the Red Fort picture they have given. This is just a small knowledge I can share with you. Near Jaipur city in Rajasthan, red stones is found. This is a type of sedimentary rocks. Now, this rock was used for the construction of the Red Fort at Delhi. As the sandstone is relatively soft, it is easy to carve on it. What they are saying that in Jaipur city in Rajasthan, red sandstone was found. Okay, that it is almost like a kind of a sedimentary rock, and this is the rock which was used for the constructing of Red Fort, which I have shown you the picture. And this this stone, sandstone, is little bit almost soft, not more soft, so that the person who is building this constructing this fort, he can or she can easily carve in it. Now, let's go further. Metamorphic rocks. Volcanic activities and other earth movements constantly take place on the earth. While these are occurring, the igneous or sedimentary rocks in that region are subjected to tremendous pressure and heat. This leads to the changes in the nature as well as chemical composition of the original rocks. The crystals in the original rocks get recrystallized. This means the rocks get metamorphized. The rocks formed through such a process are called metamorphic rocks. These rocks do not contain fossils. These rocks are heavy and hard. Study the table given below and try to understand the metamorphic. Now, in this paragraph, they have given that, they have explained that now metamorphic rocks have been modified by heat, pressure, and chemical process. Usually, while buried deep below Earth's surface, exposure of these extreme conditions has altered the mineralogy, then texture and chemical composition of the rocks. Now, when the crystal in the original rocks get recrystallized, this means the rocks get metamorphized, and this is called metamorphic rock. Now, it does not contain any fossils. It is heavy and hard, and the price of the diamond increases more when the coal gets metamorphized and it undergoes heavy pressure with the intense heat. Now, after when the coal gets metamorphized into diamond. So, this is a small example I have given you. So, let us see in the table about the types of rocks. They have given igneous rocks, types of rock, and this is the original rock, granite, basalt, then limestone. In the sedimentary they have given limestone and coal, then this is the sandstone, then shale. Now over here they have given the photograph of this is the granite, basalt, limestone, this is the coal, sandstone, shale. And after that, due to the amount of heat and the pressure on that, the metamorphic rocks given a new name. So this is the image of that, gneiss, then ambibolite, then this is marble, this is diamond, this is quartzite, and this is slate. Okay. Now over here they have given coal get metamorphized when it undergoes heavy pressure and intense heat. After coal gets metamorphized into diamond, its price increases. We burn coal while we use diamonds as ornaments. That I have explained in this. Now this is the picture of Bedaghat. Okay. It's a small knowledge. The Taj Mahal of Agra is built in marble, as you all know. The marble in that which is used is metamorphic rock, and this rock was brought from mines in Makrana in Rajasthan. Where it is got brought from? In Makrana in Rajasthan. One realized while taking a boat ride in the river Narmada through Bedaghat Gorge in Madhya Pradesh, which I showed you the picture. This is Bedaghat. This is Bedaghat. Okay. The river has cut its gorge through marble rock. Now it got cutted. Can you see this cut? This is all what? The marble rock. At sunrise, sunset, and during full moon night. Now these are the river banks present an enchanting scene. Whenever the noise is there, you get an enchanting voice. Okay. So students, we have completed this chapter. Hope you all have understood this chapter. Bye students. Take care and have a nice day.